Yeah, you can turn me back down. Shit, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good right there, yo. Yeah, them real niggas can't relate. Yeah, them real niggas can't relate, man. Carolina stand.
Hold on, Z. Don't tell me you about to go eat some unhealthy shit. Don't tell me you gonna do that, man. Lock in.
Ever seen a nigga chase his dreams, leaving everything he loved behind to make the screen? Kiss his mama on the cheek, say don't worry, I'll be back. I gotta get you out this shit, I'ma hurry, I'll speed back. You see, that's the type of shit the boy be thinking when he dreaming. And he don't pay no mind to them niggas that's disagreeing, saying nigga is you crazy? Them same ones that's talking be the same ones not doing shit. Hey nigga, is you lazy? Or is you scared to follow dreams? I know you gotta have one. The opportunities be in your face, you gotta grab one, nigga. But why I know you gotta have one.
Yo, what's good, George? What's good? Give me 1 second. Let me get this posted in the Discord right quick. Then we gonna get right to it. But he said that Jokic shot was crazy. Hold on.
Look, my nigga, what you call impossible is possible. Hey, tell my niggas keep their heads up. We made it too damn far just to give it up. And we way too strong. This is a song for the Ville.
All right. Here we go. What's good, y'all? What's good? By the way, if you ain't peeped the title, just simply if you ain't peeped the title, you know we got Wemby versus Giannis. If y'all was tuned into the streams ever since I've been on Twitch, you know I've been saying I've been waiting for this matchup because I know Giannis was one of them players who was not gonna take a matchup like this lightly. You know what I'm saying? Of course, every player, like all these stars, can be like, oh, this is Wemby, you gotta show him what's up. But Giannis is one of them players who go down, or like who go downhill with their shoulder down as well. So I was curious to see how that goes, but Wemby didn't guard Giannis primarily. It was on Lopez. I wish he did, but I don't blame him for not putting him on Giannis, because if they put him on Giannis, it would have been pretty ugly. Like, we've seen a couple plays where it did get ugly. Giannis did boom on him. You know what I'm saying? But like, if he really guarded him, it shit would have been really bad. When was the last time you streamed on Twitch? I'm not gonna lie, Jason. Twitch might not be over. It might not be over. Let me say that. It might not be over in time. It's not gonna be any time soon. Not gonna be some sort of time soon, but it might not be done. So I'm gonna be on here for a good little bit. Cause the only thing as to which I don't like that Twitch has, or there's a couple things. Like the monetization on Twitch is way worse. Everything is already on YouTube and already got videos on YouTube too. And then music, that's the only thing about here that sucks. Watch out. You said, hold on, someone got a question. Let me go full screen right quick. I got a question. How can I beat help defense to score at the rim? So the thing, beating help defense, you got to read help defense if you want to be able to beat help defense, right? And so it's more so about being able to catch help defenses at the right time for you and the wrong time for them. You know what I'm saying? So like, understanding how you dribble, how you attack as a ball handler is vital. Like what type of gaps could I fit through? What type of moves can I use? How skinny can I get my body? You know what I'm saying? That's where movement really is extremely important. And that's something as to which I added to my game. And this really is just take this shit to another level. But that's going to be another program for another year, right? But more so like you having that self-awareness of what can I do and what can I not do? What type of gaps can I get through? What type of moves can I use? What type of pickups do I have in my bag, right? Do I even know how to contort my body properly to say try to get through a gap through help defense, right? So then now the opportunities I have to be able to not just get past my defender, but then to get past help, it also increases. Then at the same time, you also must be aware that me beating help defense isn't even just about me going and beating them to score. At times, as you may beat one level, then you have that back level of help, right? And then now, boom, I got to make a play. I got through his first one, but now I got another one. You know what I'm saying? So don't get too fixated on saying I'm a drive and I'm a beat help and I'm a score, and kind of allow yourself to go into those situations with a blank canvas, right? Don't try to design or pre-think or premeditate anything that you're going to do in those situations. Just go about it with a clear mind, damn near, and then allow yourself to play off instinct. So I would say things that you could kind of do immediately, I would say, is just to watch film as I watch film, because one of the things I really do emphasize a lot is help defense and learning when to attack help defenses and when players decide not to go or when they do go. little things like that. How could you occupy help defenses? Like doing little things like that, even when you're an off-ball player, just telling your teammate to do something as an off-ball player. So I'll say, boom, pay attention to the film as we watch film so you can understand the concept. And then 2, I would also say, like, when you get into your workouts, try to diversify the ways as to which you finish and you try to get downhill, right? But diversify in a way that fits your game and fits the way you move. So look how you play, look how you move, and the type of your height, the levels that you play at, how high you are, and then go find a player that's similar, and then try to almost mimic them or learn from them in terms of what type of gaps, the type of things like that you could be able to do. So, yeah, I would say that. Is there any more questions specifically about help defense? Meaning, also understand this. You're going to fuck up at times. There's going to be times where you're going to go drive, and it's like, oh, I thought I had a gap, but I don't. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Just give it up. Cough it up. Cough it up. I'm telling you now, just cough it up. Especially if you're like in high school, just cough it up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you look sorry. Your coach may sub you out the game like them. So just cough it up if it's not there. Not every single time, even though your mind may tell you to do something at one point in time, we ain't perfect. So cough that shit up. Don't be like, oh, let me see if I could cough it up. You know what I'm saying? Cough it up. I won't send on IG, so I'll send it to Discord. Wait, send what? Well, you got a video in terms hooping video you got or some shit? You got a hooping video? Zaries? Let me open the Discord too, so I don't even forget that shit entirely. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all also. Bro, I've been doing some research for vertical jump stuff, right? And I told some of y'all last stream if you was here last stream. But I started doing upper body again today, right? I did my first upper body workout for the first time in 14 months, about 14 months. I did a little upper body workout. I only did the things that's to which I need. So I did back and I did shoulders. And then anything else I got a pump from, maybe it'd be my biceps, my triceps, that was residual from me focusing on back and shoulders. So the thing, I trained it completely different though. What I did instead of doing the typical like bodybuilder or do this workout, that workout, lat pull downs and shit, I actually trained my shoulders for the first time for stability. The first time I ever trained my shoulders for stability. It was it wasn't easy, but it was a simple, minimal equipment necessary workout where you use a TRX. I don't know if y'all know what a TRX is, but it's like one of them things as to which you could put on like the top of a door, and then it has like a little handle at the end, and you can hold on to it. And there's 2 sides. You can put one in each hand, but it was a little thing like it was using that TRX, and then you kind of lean your body forward. And then, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I may record that shit one day, put it in the Discord. But that shit was a good-ass shoulder stability workout, like overhead shoulder stability. I did that. I did a row focused on like lats and stuff like that, like that lower lat section to then be able to counteract my torque in terms of if I'm sprinting or if I'm doing any sort of rotational movement. And I did some like pull-ups and some other shit. But yeah, I had a crazy-ass pump too, though. So it's a workout film from my workout this afternoon. 1 dribble pull-ups. Did you send it? Because low key, I may get into this breakdown super soon. We got Warriors versus Nuggets, and we got Wemby versus Giannis. We're gonna do Wemby versus Giannis first, then Warriors Nuggets. And in the Warriors Nuggets breakdown, it's a lot of stuff focused on the Warriors. Because the Warriors won the first 42 minutes, and they played extremely good basketball for 42 minutes. And that last 6, it was just that shit just fell apart, bro. But I was just watching in terms of like the motion they had as an offensive team, and this is gonna be the concept of that breakdown. Once we get into that, it's gonna be motion gets you open. Y'all gotta understand, motion will get you open. You know, you gotta be able that movement, making a defense move is what's gonna actually get you open. Not all these crossovers and that little shit. No, motion gets you open. So keep that in mind. And it's really just a whole bunch of stuff on Golden State and how they're moving and how they're able to manipulate help defense, kind of like we are just talking about before. Steve Kerr could pound some serious, say he's an absolute loser. Z, why you hating on Steve Kerr, gang? Why you hating on Steve Kerr? What Steve Kerr do to you? They under 500. I ought to be shitting on the team that's under 500. I ain't gonna lie, under 500 is rough. Lakers are under 500 too, I think. I think they 1 or 2 games below 500. So that shit's rough. Lakers about to get some trades in though. What day is this? The 5th? Oh, 10 more days. 10 more days. 10 more days. And then some motherfuckers getting out. Some motherfuckers getting moved. I don't think Austin Reeves getting moved. Reeves ain't getting moved. Probably gonna be like D'Lo, Rui, and them boys. So maybe like I don't think Cam. Probably at least D'Lo and Rui. At least D'Lo and Rui. If they gonna try to get Zach LaVine, yeah, they gonna be out of there. So we gonna see. I don't know what exactly gonna happen, but I know some motherfuckers gonna get moved. That shit is ugly. It's getting ugly over there. I haven't even kept up at all. He overrated. He got Steph and Michael carry him. So you think if Steve Kerr got handed a Miami Heat style of roster, like talent level, like how Miami usually be having, he ought to be able to have no motion? Has he ever seen that nigga since the 80s? Yeah, he finally changed his name. He been here while you been in stream, but it was probably because your name, you ain't peeping. It was like, oh, wait, that's him? And he the only one with that DOR badge. I'm telling you, y'all got to make sure you sub up, get them badges, get those DOR badges. One, the DOR merch is coming very soon as well. Probably early next month, I'm hoping. We're going to see. But also, I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep posting that membership tab. So make sure y'all go ahead and click join. I believe that's what I think it is. It should say next to my name. And then you're going to be able to see all the gems. Because this shit right here. Where is it at? Not that. This notebook right here. I think it's this one. No, it's the wrong one. Oh, it's this one over here. Hold on. Bomb. There we go. You know what I'm saying? This notebook right here. I've been going dummy in this notebook. I can't show it too much, but I got some gems in there. I'm about to post that shit into the tab. So, Cam Reddish and Prince need to get their trash asses out. I ain't gonna lie. You know what the thing about that is? It's like you could only play one of them at the same time. You can't play both of them at the same time because they're both on the court meant to play defense and shoot threes. But if you're talking about output and scoring, you can't. I said this in what breakdown was we talking about? Did I say this in? Luka is a Luka breakdown. You can't try to combat, like in today's game, offense is defense, right? And when it comes down to it, when you have offensive like units and just powerhouses and juggernauts like you do in today's game, you got to counteract that scoring with scoring, right? You got to make them guard. So Cam Reddish, Torian Prince, you're not really making anybody guard. So like Luka's going to go back on the other side. He's going to be chilling, relaxing, just going back on the end and going ready to bust y'all ass. Right, so same thing with like a Shea. Same thing with any of these like elite wings or anything like that. There's only maybe 1 to 2 players you have to really guard on the Lakers, right? Or say 3. Bron, Reeves, and then AD depending on the day, right? That you actually have to guard. Everybody else is like, oh, they bullshitting. We don't got to focus on nothing. So like when it comes down, they just need scoring, bro. That shit is so sorry. But where'd that even start from? Oh, Reddish and Prince. Yeah, Reddish and Prince. Bros and PG all my life. Now I got taller. And my coach moved to the 2. I don't know how to move off the ball well. Any tips, please definitely. Oh, hey. I got you on this breakdown. This Warriors Nuggets breakdown, I got you. That's all it is. That's all this Warriors breakdown is. Like off ball movement, little details like that to see how you could be able to play in a motion offense. And that motion is what gets you open. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Even if you say you got to go to sleep, make sure you rewatch the shit because that's all it is, right? I got like 5 minutes of clips, straight Warriors shit, off ball movement, offense, motion. You gonna need that. Disgrace. Said disgraces to the African American basketball community. Gotta keep posting them shorts, my man. Easy views. I ain't gonna lie. I you know what they added? You know what they added in shorts? They put the little feature where you could recommend a video from the short. I'm about to start going dummy. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't realize that because at first I was like, let me just build up this channel off of videos because I don't want to use shorts all the time because I already got my Instagram and TikTok. I'm so far behind on posting like those short clips. I'm about to go stupid. Hey, yo, what's good, Deshaun? What's good? Also, Orlando Magic, Steve Kerr could both pound some serious sand. Bro, hating on the Magic, bro. Why do we gotta catch a straight, bro? We ain't do shit. We ain't do nothing. The only thing that happened to us is Paulo just dropped 43 on the Kings without Franz. We should have won that game, and we still don't got Markelle Fultz either. So I don't know. This shit it's getting rough right now. But like I said, my goal for a record 44-38, 43-39 for the Magic. That's a good year. Really above 500, or just make the playoffs. Fuck that, make the playoffs. So that's my goal. What happened to Twitch? It's just better on YouTube in terms of all my content. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to go watch Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, it's just Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So all my videos and live streams are all on one platform, and all the people who watch my videos could see that I stream as well. So it just kind of made it all better. AV. Oh, I remember you. It's been a little minute. We about to get started with this breakdown too. I don't think you got anything really over here. Unless Zary sent his goddamn dribble pull-up video. Unless you send that dribble pull-up video, we about to start super soon, Zary's. That nigga canceled 3 of my Laker parlays. That's a motherfucking team. You cannot put no parlays on, boy, because they so damn inconsistent. The only time I could have possibly put some shit on the Lakers is when I know like Braun gonna lock in and like really play. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's other than that, I'm like, bro, I can't do that shit, bro. I don't even be betting no more, really. I don't be betting no more. But I made my bread, I made my cheese, and I dipped out. You better hurry up and send this video because we better get started with this breakdown. Oh my gosh. So let me even pull this shit up right now. Pull this up right now. I'm waiting on how big of a file is it? You talking about something I'm waiting on it to send. It's not sending, y'all can start. The thing is, once I start, I ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm flowing, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'll just wait a second. But I would also tell y'all this. If I finish talking about this and it's still not sent, it might be just GG's. You have to wait till Monday. So I'm gonna say this. Look, can I send you my jump clip? Send it. Hurry. Y'all need to pick up the pace. Y'all need it. Let me just drop the Discord link if y'all not in the Discord. Let me just drop the Discord link. Hold on. Y'all need to pick up the pace. Because I'm excited to do this breakdown. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm excited to do this breakdown. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on this. Low key antsy right now. Like my foot is twitching. You know what I'm saying? My foot twitching. It's like y'all motherfuckers before y'all play a game, y'all sitting on the bleachers, y'all nervous and shit. But I ain't nervous. I'm just excited. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Literally just speaking about that right now. Y'all gotta take y'all nervousness, y'all nerves and being nervous and flip that to excitement. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure like I need to do more research, but from what I've heard, what's going on in your body, like chemically, what's going on between being nervous and being excited is the same exact thing. It's just like, but it's just the different side of the fence, right? So you can either perceive it as being nervous, or you can perceive it as being excited. So the way as to which you just kind of think about it, and the way as to which you perceive it, could change as to whether you feel nervous and you're scared, or you're excited and you're ready to go and take on that next challenge. So let me boom. Why does it do this? I'm trying to pin it. It's like 2 to 3 minutes. I probably don't even need to see I could peep it, but I probably won't even need to see 2 or 3 minutes to understand what you're trying to say. But let me see. Your film, you sent it? That shit sent? Alright, bet.
Can't shoot threes.
Alright, bet. I'm about to send it. I'm about to peep it. I'm peeping it right now. You lucky. I was about to start. I was about to start this goddamn breakdown. Let me go right here. I don't even see the rim. I can't see the rim, gang. You ain't got no other angles? Like, the best angles really be like them diagonal ones. So where like the hoop right here, or like say the hoop is right, like say the hoop's right here. The camera's coming diagonal like these. You know what I'm saying? Then you could be able to like get both, or coming from underneath. You know what I'm saying? So say you put the camera up towards the baseline corner, and then you're shooting from like the wing, and then you can see the rim, you can see you, and then you got space in case you move. So. You need some balance. You need some balance. One thing I always did when I watch myself shoot, just to kind of self-correct and help myself get better, is it's the easiest thing y'all could possibly do, right? It's the easiest thing. Just watch you and your body shoot, and then kind of compare that to the best shooters like a Steph, right? And just compare the amount of motion that's going on within the shot, like in your body, like from head to toe, like how much motion and how much movement is going on. Because I tell y'all this all the time, more movement is going to make you less efficient because there's more room for error, right? So you want to be able to reduce that. How do you reduce that? By increasing that full body strength and control, right? So now getting into the weight room and doing things that's controlled through full range of motion, increasing, of course, which most of y'all don't do, that core strength, that ab strength, doing little things like that. To look at the form, I could learn more about. The thing is too, y'all think it's just about how the shot looks. It's about what the result of the shots is. Y'all fail to realize that. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of coaches will tell you, you got to put your hand here, you got to put your elbow here, you got to put your finger here, follow through with this finger, all this stuff. But you'll see people like KD break fundamentals. You'll see Tyrese Halliburton break fundamentals, and they're shooting over 40. They're shooting like 45% from three, right? And they're good field goal, like all around, mid range or three. They can knock it all down, right? And so that's why I tell you, shooting is personalized, right? So you should change your shot according to what you need to do to be able to get the result you need to in the game. It's not about how it looks and about the little details and the fundamentals and the standards as to which coaches will try to confine you to. It's about the result that you get, because the ultimate result of changing your shot is for you to make more shots. It's not about for your shot to look prettier. It's about for you to simply make more shots, right? Whilst make more shots in a game, right? Most importantly. So, yeah, I seen it after. But if I'm just gonna look straight off the shot, it would be even better if you called out the miss and say how you missed it. That shit would have been comp. Then I would have been like, okay, now that's where you could be able to tell yourself what you need to do, what you need to adjust to. So that's something as simple you could do in your workout literally tomorrow, right? You just go shoot, tell yourself how you missed it, and get it the other way. If you missed it short, put some more touch on the ball. If you missed it long, put a little less touch on the ball. If you missed it left, get it right. If you missed it right, get it left. You know what I'm saying? It's that balance of being able to understand how I miss shots and how I need to adjust. But like I said, first things first though, body control. Body control. Like having a base that doesn't have so much movement and so much shift. You know what I'm saying? Because you're shooting, like look at your base. Starting here, everything's kind of twisting out, right? And you watch the best shooters, their shoulders don't move. Right, you see them knock down shots, their shoulders don't move. Once they get their shoulders not squared, but in line, like they get their shoulders aligned to the rim in order for them to get their release, you don't see their shoulders move. You can see Steph sprint 10 miles an hour straight to the corner. And then once he's in the air about to release and he gets down, his shoulders are like, his shit don't move, right? It's just a bunch of trunk rotation, lower body rotation, and the shoulders is just solid, right? So like you got to also understand that. The ability to control your overall body is going to improve how well you shoot. I would also say do this too. I'm gonna peep the videos you sent. What was your Twitch name so I don't forget? AV. I'm gonna peep your videos after I seen it pop up too. But also, usually what I'll do when I'm shooting by myself, I'll roll the ball and then like catch it off the bounce. Instead of catching it while it's in the air. Kind of spin it out. I'll say your guy hand could be off though. If I had to kind of look at something. Let me pause it so I could. boom. Hold on. You peeping? You peeping? Because what your guide hand is supposed to do is supposed to just guide the ball. It's supposed to be in line with the rim. So once you release it, it's only going this way, right? It's not going this way. It's not going out this way, right? It's supposed to guide the ball. And so you have it kind of on the back side of the ball. So you're going to kind of keep moving it here. And now it's going to really just be a right-handed shot. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't really have that guide. You know? So it may not be perfectly in line and everything like that. We doing viewer breakdowns for a little bit. Then we're gonna get into whatchamacallit. We're gonna get into the breakdown super soon. Y'all can send y'all shit through whenever, and I can peep it right before you get to the breakdowns, like each stream. But yeah, I'll say try to fix that guide hand though. Get that guide hand on the side of the ball, right? Literally just like this. Like just put the basketball right there. Like literally just guide. You know what I'm saying? It should just be right there in line with the rim. You put your hand on the other side, let it work like that. Discord, right? Yeah, Discord. Pinned in the chat as always. But you got that, those Aries? You got that? If I got to give you, if I'm going to tell you an action plan, if I'm going to give you an action plan, right? And understand that you ain't going to be able to get results like this. Right, the results not gonna happen in one day, 2 days, 3 days. It's an action plan that requires time and it requires a great amount of discipline, right? So I would say move that guide hand over just to the side of the basketball. You don't gotta overcomplicate it, just to the side of the basketball, right? To where now you raise up and then now you shoot. It's like when the ball is released from this hand, the ball has less room and less. There's a lower possibility of the ball shifting over, say, to the left side or to the right side. And now it's just simply guiding the ball to where it needs to get to. Right? Boom. Fix up that guide hand a little bit. Let me see if there's anything else in terms of actual mechanics. You don't finish bad, anything like that. Got your dominant hand, don't finish bad. I'll say fix this. Fix this right there. And then, of course, get into the weight room. Do things as to which could build control. Look in the workout section. Do those workouts. Do those isometrics. And really, if there's a basic lift routine that you have at school, what I'll say to do if you're doing just the basic lift, say you're doing a squat, even when you first start, you don't got to get too deep where you're doing the most like complex and most multi-joint and dynamic level of workouts, right? That are best for functional strength. You can just start with basic shit, right? So if you're doing, say, a front squat or some shit, or a back squat or deadlifts, just change the pace and the tempo of the lift. Right, so instead of just doing a regular RDL where you're just going down, up super quick just to get the rep over with, make a 2 to 3 second count on the way down, then another 2 to 3 second count on the way up. So I'll say 3 second count actually. So right, so say it's a squat, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, up. Or you can do it out of split squat. Say you're doing a real fit elevated split squat, or what a lot of people also call a Bulgarian split squat. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up, right? Do the same thing. Deadlifts, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Calf raise, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. You do the most basic stuff just to help your body, help your ability to control your body through movements and motion. So by mastering the slow, then you'll be able to control the quick. So you about to do plyometrics right quick, then come out for a second workout. Even in plyometrics, you can do the same thing, just making sure everything is controlled and balanced. Instead of just doing things for speed, do it for control. Like to where every bit of motion, every step you're taking is controlled and smooth. So I'll say to start there. So guide hand, 1. Your right hand is straight. I'll say you don't really need to touch that. Don't think about that too much. Get into weight room, learn about the control. And also, I'll say something that could help even when you start on your shots is you could just start a little lower. Start lower into your base. Right? Instead of starting high here, because you see how high your frame is right now, right? And this is upon the catch. I want you to always be at this level where you're already hinged, where your hips are already hinged. You kind of have like that like knee valgus shit I always heard of. Yours is kind of crazy, but if this is your base to keep you balanced, it keeps you balanced. If anything, maybe push this foot in, maybe. I don't know how it feels in terms of your actual body, so that's kind of hard for me to gauge. There's like little physical tests or like little things I would be able to do. Like if I actually seen you, then that could be able to help. But that's a different, completely different thing. So I would say to start this slow before as you're stepping into your shot. So don't catch, be high, then dip low, then get up. Already be this low, right? You're stepping in, the foot is already wide and stepping in, and you're already this low. So those three things: guide hand, control in the weight room, and then start low in the base. Damn, you really gotta send this shit crooked, bro. Dog. This shit crooked, gang. Gang. Alright, gang. Bro. We about to break our neck in this motherfucker, bro. You about to be... Nah, bro. Resend this shit, gang. Resend this. Yo, what's good? Was it here since last year?
We gonna see.
Nigga, dud. You said the same shit before you finished stream last time, bro. And also, I would say don't even try to get into dribble pull-ups. Now, we either focus on shooting off the catch. Because if you master shooting off the catch, it's going to make shooting off the dribble way easier. Trust. Because it's literally, the more complex of a shot, the more layers you're just adding into it. Right? So say it's a shot that's say we're starting from catch and shoot. Now you don't need a dribble. If you're now going to triple threat. Triple threat is really the middle between catch and shoot and shooting off the dribble. So it goes catch and shoot, triple threat, then shooting off the dribble. Because catch and shoot, you don't need no dribble. You don't really need pockets. You just need to learn how to move your feet, find the ball, right? Triple threat teaches you how to shoot out of different pockets, right? Hip pockets, right? Even your shoulders, maybe even lower, right? Get into that quad area, picking up from these different sides of your body. And that's similar to what you're going to do off the dribble, but now you don't even need a dribble. Right, so now you're adding in a dribble to where you're picking the ball up from various pockets, similar to what it was in a triple threat, but the triple threat doesn't need a dribble. So it's literally adding layers. So if any, like I tell y'all this all the time, but catch and shoot, learn triple threat, then get to off the dribble. Even though y'all think off the dribble is where it's at and what you need to do, it's really not. It's really only holding you back. So let me resend. Better hurry up and resend, gang. Hold on. All right, there we go. Hold on. Travel. Don't be traveling this motherfucker. Don't be out here traveling. Pick up 1, 2, 3. That shit don't matter. Come on, don't travel, alright? Don't travel. If you need to start off alive, just at least don't travel this motherfucker, alright? But let me see these other videos. Hey, dunk the ball. That ain't no gather step, bro. That ain't no gather. He gathered on the right, and then he went left, right, left. That was a travel. That's not a travel. And realize how much better of a jump this was. Off of one thing, right? This is way better of a jump compared to this, right? Peep this, AV. Look, you see this one? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 steps, right? And let's go to this one. What you did on this one, that was much better than the other one. The toss out allowed you to now get into your full strides, right? Allowed you to gain strides, allowed you to gain a rhythm, so then you can be able to get up and you're not stutter stepping. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking too much about like how you need to jump and how you need to get up, right? So when it comes down to just whether it's a situation where it's a toss out or it's just straight off the dribble IDs, I would even say for you, go underhand. Go underhand. I just realized this. You trying to dunk off one, right? Because what I feel even helped you gain a lot of momentum right here. This is really a gem. This is really a gem. Hold on. Y'all really gotta understand, bro. Y'all gotta really understand. Little shit like this, motherfucker will be like, hey, Let me set an appointment. Go to my private booking. $58 an hour. Nah, I got y'all, bro. I got y'all. This is gems. Look, but peep though, right? Peep. The reason why I'm saying you should go on an underhand pickup, if you don't know what that is, watch Allen Iverson dunk or watch LaMelo dunk or even Lonzo, right? LaMelo, Lonzo Ball. Watch them dunk, right? They use a lot of underhand pickups because what that allows them to do, it takes this off arm, allows them to swing it and give them more momentum into their dunks, right? And so on this one, you toss this ball out, right? And now you got momentum from that left arm swing right there. So by the time you brought that ball back, you gave your body momentum from that first swing. Now you got the ball, and now you just kind of swing again, and now you get up, right? And all this is just in a flow, and it's natural, right? In comparison to this one, right, where you pick it up right here, you let that other one go, right? You let this one go. Hold on, where is it at? You picked it up here, you let that go, but you need a. If you get it underhand, right? If you get it underhand, you won't need to have that ball right here, two hands, for a second. You just keep it right here. You swing, and then you lift, boom, right there. So I just go watch like AI or go watch LaMelo or Alonzo, like I said, one of those players, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. The ball just sits right here. That other arm swings. They catch it, they fix it, and then boom, they dunk, right? It'll probably work a lot better for you. He said he'd be peeping Shangoon. Shangoon been going dummy. And bro, you know what I peeped the other day? Hold on. You know what I peeped the other day? Are you a 2-foot jumper? I'm a 2-foot jumper. It's hard for me even saying I guess I'm a better 2-foot jumper, but I can make myself a 1-foot jumper if I wanted to. But hold on though. Jalen Green's averaging 17 points. I thought he'd be averaging more than that. I don't know. When is he going to have a breakthrough year? I'm pretty sure that one's a travel too. But another thing I learned about when it comes down to 2-foot jumping, it's a lot about mechanics. It's a lot about mechanics. 1, 2, yeah, that's a travel. But it's a lot about mechanics, right? And so if you're trying to dunk off the dribble, off two, you need to learn you need the proper feet, the proper lower body momentum, right? First things first, you need the lower body. And then once you get the lower body, then you'll learn how to connect the upper body. And so like, I'm really trying to like, when my program drops, it's going to be catered to, 2-foot jumping, right? Because what I'm really going to do is train the legs individually, but then also bring it back to the mechanics of 2-foot. And at the same time, you're going to get better at 1-foot. So even then, 2-foot jumping is more useful in a game, and it allows you to really be a controlled finisher. So I really like to teach the mechanics of that. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into this entirely, because the timing of the ball, the dribble. The best thing I would say you could possibly do, if you want to get more momentum, I would even say try to get off the dribble quite yet. Because you really not you need more. You need a few more inches on this. You need a few more inches. Pause. Because look, where is it at? That's your peak. That's your peak. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get that in the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's a long ways to go. A long ways to go. And if you're really trying to like say, where is it at? Let me see if I can find just any of my jumping videos in here. Just so you can kind of gauge and see like, all right, boom, that's how high I need to get. Boom, where is it at? Where is it at? You go here. Let's go here. Boom. This is the best angle I have. This is the best angle I have. But on a dunk, you at least want to be able to get the ball in this range, where you at least like right there. You know what I'm saying? Where you at least got the hand above the rim. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down dunking, this is off of East Bay though. This is off of East Bay. This is older shit. But you at least want to be able to get the ball about right. That's a good frame right there, right? to where you can get your hand above the rim. So until you can really get your wrist in the rim, you shouldn't be really trying to dunk off the dribble, because that's what's going to allow you to control the ball and get the ball in. And then if you want to try to go two hands, that's even tougher because you don't have the other arm used for momentum. So, and even on this, hold on, let me see if this one, I can show you how to gather. But look, another thing, approach. I can only go left, right. I don't know why. Left, right for me is not that great. Let me see if I can find an off the dribble one. But look, I want you to peep this up. Where is this? I'm trying to show you one that's actually off the dribble. So like how you got to gather everything. Let me see if I can find one. Find one that's not a double dribble. I don't want to show y'all one that's a double dribble. Let me see if I can find it. And we need to get started with this breakdown. We need to get started soon. Hold on. Any different for trying to dunk in traffic? Like trying to dunk in the course of a game? That's why I'm trying to show you the approach that uses. I'm gonna just upload it from my phone. I'm bugging. Just upload it from my phone. I'm pretty sure I got it all together. Boom. Let me go to this category right there. Let's go right there. All right, let me show y'all these two. Let me show y'all these two approaches. It's uploading right now. Dunking in traffic. There, I'm trying to show y'all how you gotta kind of properly keep your body in sync to actually dunk in the course of a game. So look, this is in traffic. This is in traffic. This is usually how it look like, right? To where off the dribble, left hand, and you saw like how in sync that. I just want to show you the last part, right? Look at this last dribble, step with the left, dribble with the left, right, left, gather, right meets it, brings it back. That's torque. Then bring it up to the top, right? That's the rhythm you need to have. But like, y'all don't understand the amount of times as to which I'm just sitting, or I'll be in the gym just really just drilling out like these little style of footworks and like just getting it sharp. Cause I probably just did reps of mechanics at least. I've done at least probably like thousands, maybe at least 2,000, like 2,000-3,000 reps, just to get my body in a flow to where once I go and jump, my body doesn't know any different. And so there's different flows as to what you can use. But even other direction too. I'm pretty sure this is going the other way. Yeah. Similar thing over here too. There's different dribbles. It's just about your ability to kind of slow it all down and then kind of figure it out in a sense. Right? Going slow before you go fast. So, same thing with the right. This one is low-key a little delayed to where I'm dribbling and then I'm finding the right left. Dribble, left, gather right there, right, left. And it's a little different of a dunk. So, boom. I'm pretty sure I just seen someone else send some shit. Shane Group better be an all-star. He's a top 5 center right now. He is top 5 center. The last time we did rank, he was a top 5 center. Hey! You had beef with that rim that day? Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, my workouts, it be getting a little like, I gotta get some anger out, bro. I gotta get some anger out. I can't take the anger out on no people. Can't take the anger out on no people. You can windmill? You got any windmills? Or actually, I don't, you probably, if you can't windmill, you probably like cool like 2 inches away from windmilling. But this one seemed light though. This one seemed light. Don't fall on your face though. Don't fall on your face. Don't fall on your face. I ain't gonna lie. There's a dunk I had where I had a lob and the shit hit the back rim and hit me straight back in my nose. That shit low key hurt. That shit low key hurt. But once I get this upper body muscle on, so now I can produce more force and like my rotation. Oh my gosh, that shit gonna be vicious. It's not even about the muscle per se. It's more so about the stability to keep my body in the right spots. You know what I'm saying? You heard next chapter is in Orlando this season. Oh, that bit in Orlando? I didn't know that bit was in Orlando. I ain't gonna be in it. Shit, I'll coach. I told y'all, hey, y'all ain't gonna see my debut to like my actual content debut till probably once I'm done with school, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably like the thing is I will hoop with them if they was like, yo, pull up, I'm hooping. Like I'll be like, fuck it, I'll hoop. But I ain't gonna hoop for content quite yet, just so I can. I want to let the suspense build, bro. I'm gonna let the suspense build. Y'all gonna be like, oh, how was his game really like? He doing all this, he doing X, Y, and Z, but what's his game look like? And y'all just gonna be sitting here just wondering like, how the fuck we play? You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all though, 15K subs. I'll show y'all one vid. I'll show y'all one pickup game I got. 15K subs. So whenever that time comes about, we gonna see. We gonna see. But that's all the videos though. That's all the vids. If that's all the vids, we about to get into the breakdown. We about to get into this breakdown. Expeditiously. They're playing with a crowd this season. They be having like the little shits on the side, but that's not no real crowd or anything like that. That shit should be lit though. They got a full-on crowd. They got a full. Hey, you know what I would do though? If they was like, if one of them peeped me and was like, oh, yo, let's like hop in or type shit, let's do a video. I'd be like, nah, let me coach. Cause don't they be doing fives and shit, right? So if I coach the team and bro, I'm not losing, bro. I would even pull out no plays. I'll just pull out like how to attack and how to just decipher little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just do that. Bro. Until I actually do hoop. Y'all gonna see in time though. And I'm about to, once I get this East Bay, I'm about to go through a whole phase. 3 months form shooting. I ain't hooping at all. I ain't playing no pickup. I ain't playing no ones. I'm just doing form shooting. I'm not shooting no middies. I'm form shooting. 3 months straight. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see the result. And once I come out the gate, ain't missing no shots. Y'all gonna be like, damn, how the hell he not missing? I just took Steph Curry's process, replicated it, did it for myself, and boom, I got the result. That's all it is. It'd be as simple as that. Hold on. Let me find some shit right quick. Let me post on Instagram story right quick. Let me post our IG story. Boom. Hold on. Hold on. Warriors. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to be done. We locked in. Where you got one? Hold on. Better hurry up and send it. But he sent a question mark. I just gotta get this posted on IG. I should have played something in the background right quick, but fuck it. YouTube be copywriting and shit. Doom. There we go. Giannis versus Wemby is game of the year. Giannis still dominated though. Was it really game of the year? Game of the year? Like all year? My boy Jumper looking rough. Trey Jones sold the game, bro. That shit was they blew their entire defensive coverage. They blew their entire defensive coverage. Milwaukee. Still sold that shit, bro. You better hurry up and send the video, bro. We better get started on this. You better get started. Cause we gotta cook up. We gotta cook up. We gotta cook. Gotta cook. You said your GOAT? Like you're saying my GOAT or I'm the GOAT? You're saying who's my GOAT? Is that what you're saying? It's been 4 out of 5 days of the year. I ain't gonna lie, the best game I could remember me watching. I ain't gonna lie, I watched too many games. My GOAT is Kobe. My GOAT is Kobe. By far. Kobe. You should know this by now. There's a reason. You see Kobe right there. Kobe right there. Hold on. Right there. Kobe right there. You know what I'm saying? It literally in my room. In my room. I wish that shit went OT so Giannis get 50-point triple-double. Giannis took that shit serious. Oh, you knew? Okay. At least you know. You see Kobe right there, though. So you should be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what Kobe's done for me mentally, I don't even know. Had Kobe not been a basketball player, I don't know if I'd do what I do right now. Because it showed me that if you could develop skills as to which people labeled as talent and gifts and just impossible, right? It showed me that you're able to build and learn these levels of skills in basketball. And I've been able to do it for myself. Like, I literally simply saw Kobe do it in terms of him, right? Like, he literally replicated Jordan's game without the athleticism. Jordan had a 45-inch vert, Kobe 38, right? So now not just the 38, his step is slower. Excuse me. His step is slower. He's not getting up as high, but yet he's still able to do damn near everything as good. And you know what I'm saying? You just see the process, and it's like, it just allowed me to understand that shit is possible. So, Giannis wants to Wemby. Yeah, would be a good soccer coach right now. We about to get started, though. But he said he was going to send some shit in the Discord. He says buddy jump shot looking rough. But we about to get started, though. Fuck it. All right, y'all ready? Hold on. Let me get this. Boom, here we go. Let's get it. Out the gate. All these possessions, by the way, are just the ones where Giannis and Wemby are on the floor. I didn't want to do the shit where they mix matching minutes and shit. But Wemby only be playing 26 minutes. I was like, really? Like, in the last 5 games though. On the season it's 30, but last 5 it's 26 minutes. Like, is it really that bad for him? I don't know, but shit, we'll see. I guess I don't know. But let me get some water right quick before you even start. Let's get it. Slow that down. But boom. Now, initially when the game started, right, Brook Lopez matched up on the Wemby. But then now we seen Giannis switch on to Wemby for the first time. And this is when you seen Giannis show some hyper aggression as a defender, right? And now keep this play in mind, right, for what's going to happen later on for when Giannis does decide to match up against Wemby, because he's just that type of competitor. So now you see him get right there, pick up that foul too, right? See him get, as soon as he's seen him, right? This is 40 seconds in. Boom, he steps up, push cross, right there, hands all over, fouls. He gets to the free throw line, gets 2 free throws, about not even a minute into the game. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind, though. Keep that aggression in mind. Giannis, peep this rip through. I don't think y'all understand how efficient that is. I don't think y'all understand. And this is another thing about Giannis. This is what I hate about when people talk about Giannis, right? People always like to label Giannis as, oh, he's a freak in nature. But you see how he came into the league and you see what he's done to his body and his craft, right? And now you see him put on all this size. And now people just say he's big and strong and wants to post everybody up. But guess what? He also has legitimate skill. That's face-up skill right there. Efficiency and movement, right? Understand, he makes this catch, right? And by turning that shoulder, the defender thinks he's about to face up, right? And as he's turning, right, his frame stays low, and most importantly, that right leg remains back, right? So as he's facing up and the defender thinks he's gonna go face up and get squared, the right foot's back, his shoulder's low, his body's low, and the ball is low. So as the defender thinks, all right, I'm just gonna wait for him to get faced up. They're not really ready for him to go. He's already ready to go because he doesn't have to drop his levels, right? The ball is already there. And now he got his angle, boom, reverse, lay, and people don't want to give him credit for the fact that he actually does have a good lay. Like his touch on the ball, being at that size with that much strength, a lot of people you see get into these shots, right? You see him get into a lot of, not even just reverses, but a lot of shots, and these shits just clank off the glass. Giannis actually does have a soft touch around the rim, and that's skill. And now right there, I want to talk about this right quick too, because this is a two-man thing, right? This is two things as to which, as a passer, you got to read the situation. But if you're Sohan or Sochan, I don't know how to say his name. I'm just gonna say Sohan. If you're Sohan, you got to make sure you establish your position, right? And this is the importance of this, right? So boom, notice, right? Sohan or Sochan, right? Boom, he gets a switch with Dame. Wemby recognizes this switch, right? Sohan, boom, shows a hand. But if you want to make sure this lob pass could get through, the key to doing this is making sure you take out the base of the player right here by you getting low, right? And so all Sohan does is hold him off with a forearm, right, and just wait for the ball to get there. But he allows Dame to be able to use his legs because he didn't get low and really clear out Dame to get space, right? So whereas if Sohan decided to say, boom, I got the switch, and then I get low and I push Dame up the line, he can't jump, I have more room for the catch, and now it's just the easy two. But now Dame's able to get up there, get a hand on that, break that up, and give Wemby a turnover. But also, Wemby has to kind of also recognize, is this really there? But, you know, or even overthrow that pass because there's no help on the other side, right? There's no help back here. So, fuck it, you can throw that shit over here. You can throw that shit over here. There ain't no help. And now right here, too, with Wemby. I want y'all to peep two things on this play, right? Wemby's gotten really good when it comes to these type of screens because sometimes you don't got to hit, right? You don't really got to hit. And so in Wemby's case, he's not going to be a brick wall screener, so he needs to make sure that his slips are sharp, right? Meaning that he's going to get here oftentimes, not even touch, because the defenders already put themselves out of position because they're anticipating that screen already. So now Malik Beasley's already out the play, right? And he didn't even get touched. It's all because he changed his frame according to the screen. And now Wemby on this roll, right? This is where Wemby could really be unguardable when he gets into the paint. These little floats and hooks, because who the fuck can contest that? Like, really, who can contest this? If Wemby decides to, he didn't even need to get this deep, right? Pause, right? He don't need to get this close to the rim. He could be 10 feet out, 12 feet out, float. He'll be unguardable. No one's contesting that. If he just gets that soft touch, that could be his sky hook, really. Like that, just that float. You know what I'm saying? That will be unguardable. And now right there, another lob pass, right? Another lob pass. And then, of course, you see how little low rip through. But there's a lot of players in general, right? Peep this. There's a lot of players who, when they have the ball in their hands to make these type of reads, they get scared, right, of throwing this pass, right? But understand if you throw this pass right here where he has space, where he's going to end up. Although he won't catch it and go straight up off the pass, what he can do is now catch the ball in a spot to where the defenders are just helpless, right? So now Giannis, boom, low rip through, catches the arm, reverse the other side to protect the ball and prevent somebody from blocking that shot with the rim, and now he gets that and one. And now right here too with Giannis. This right here, this is where you got to really pick your passes wisely. This is where you got to pick your passes very, very wisely. So Giannis works the ball to the right, gives it to Dame. just to get that help to leave, right? To alleviate that help for a second. But he gets right back, and the help steps over right back. And right, the help that stepped over, Keldon Johnson, is guarding Dame. And he's all the way over on the nail, right? So if that attack was just slowed down for a second, he ends up getting this pass to Beauchamp. But he could get that to Dame because, especially in this first quarter where he doesn't really get many looks to this point, you can help him build his rhythm by giving him a catch and shoot three from the wing, right? And so down as the game goes along, that three from Dame will go much further than the three from Beauchamp, right? Beauchamp is good, he's solid, but that three from Dame helping build that rhythm, that's more important. Then right there too. I'm telling you, Giannis's touch is crazy. He missed that, but the fact the ball even got there. But even before that pickup though, even before that, right? Look. Now you see a lot of the foul baiters, the top foul getters in the league, the Tatums, the Embys, the Lucas. Anytime they get into a move, right, and they end up having to see some help, they always do a little rip through right here at this point in time, right? Because understand why the defenders and help will go for that low rip through, right? Because say it is a spin move right here, and now the help defender can't see the ball. They can't see it. So the second that they see the ball, they're going to react according to the ball. And so what Vassell's going to end up doing is going high because he sees that ball high. But if you bring it low, being a bigger player and him being smaller, he's going to think I could get that ball just off an instinct. So him not understanding that he can't get it because that ball is strong, is protected, and you extend that ball further out than he thought, you'll get the foul, right? And instead of just missing his shot, it's a possible chance for it and one. Instead of just going straight off that touch. And this shit right here too. I didn't want to slow that down even more. But peep this too with Giannis. Hold on, Giannis fooled him. Giannis fooled him. Look, peep this though, right? Look. Hey, Giannis walks the dog. Look at Giannis. Peep Giannis. He calls for a screen. But where the fuck is the screen going to come from? Look at the floor, right? And look at the time on the clock, most importantly, right? And notice how this is going to deceive Sochan, right? Or Sohan. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But look. He turns as Giannis begins his downhill attack, thinking the screen is going to come up. This is how you got to be able to manipulate your on-ball defender because they can't see behind them, right? And so now their reactions are going to be a little late. They may bite out on something. Now they got to force help over, and now you're able to kick to the open player, right? Deception. Boom, once again. Notice the coverage to start though. Notice the coverage to start the play. Notice the coverage to start. Sohan, okay. There's a C in there. I don't know if that shit is necessary, but all right, I got you. So peep though, right? Look, Giannis gets his back screen. Boom, Sohan's recovering, and now he's 3/4 in the post, right? And this is really a recipe for disaster because you got no weak side help. Right, the rotations are late, right? He should have probably already been over here on this midline, understand that Giannis wants to catch, and just to want to discourage this entirely. But that 3/4 now leads to Giannis catching that ball into space, turning, and now help is trying to step over. They can't really make a play because at that point, Sohan is on the side, Giannis is moving, they're not set. They would only foul if they try to do something on the ball. So boom, Giannis gets that too. And now right there by Wemby. That's unnecessary, right? Because really, this is where a lot of help defenders mess up, right? They see a little opportunity. They see a glance. They get a glance to be able to make a play on the ball, right? A possibility. And they jump out on it, but it really doesn't make sense, right? Just really understand this because the spacing, right? And so understanding that Giannis has the ball. You want to build a wall when Giannis got the rock, right? And so Wemby thinking, all right, this ball may get reversed. Let me jump out. You eliminate one side of the wall. So now this leaves more room for Giannis to be able to get to where he wants to go. And even though he makes this attack fairly like linearly, just like in line, Wemby will be in better position to help as Giannis makes that spin. Like just show him another body and discourage him from being able to get up and ultimately get here and get into this dunk. really just all off of some players just step playing up way higher than they need to. Because Bobby Portis is no threat. He's no threat right here. Even if he does get the ball, if he does, boom, hand off or some shit, reverse it, he's no threat. So ultimately, that shit don't matter. Or ultimately, he just made a bad play on that. I just peeped. He low-key could have had a steal right there, too. He low-key could have had a steal. Low-key could have had a steal right there. But Giannis fighting more than that. That's a lob over the top. That's a lob over the top. I just even realized this right now. Hey, this is the next possession too. This is the next possession too. Look. Hey, Giannis gets this dunk, right? Peep the clock. This is the next possession down, right? Wemby's already headed down. And now he gets to the free throw line. This is why you need that base of strength. So you can be able to hold off a player like Giannis. Just show a hand, get that catch, boom, go straight up. Giannis is tall himself, but he's not 7'3" tall. 8-foot wingspan tall. Right, so now if this catch does happen, if he is embracing that physicality, boom, he'll be able to get that layup. But ultimately, it did work out for the best because notice what happens here. Remember that hyper aggression I told you about earlier, right? Giannis is now matched up on the Wemby, right? Bobby Portis is in, he's taking Wemby. And so notice this hyper aggression. Chasing over on the screen, want to get out on that steal, don't get it. Now Wemby steps through, off the glass, even hits the rim, but he still finds that shit. So now Wemby gets that highlight. And now this is where Giannis learns his lessons like, all right, cool down, relax. So the next position is going down. You're going to see the change in his demeanor and his aggression as a defender. He's still going to play up, but he's not going to be as aggressive, right? Always trying to get that steal and jump out on everything. I think he only got caught slipping one more time. Right here, too. This is a very next, not the next possession, but like about a minute later. 1 minute later, right? So notice now, right? Instead of being all up into his grill trying to get a steal, he's just playing back, right? He's just playing back, relaxed, right? Ready for these goals, beating him the spots. Now he actually has the opportunity to get that steal, right? And he's still in front. Whereas last time, he was behind the play, tried to make that steal. Whereas he could have just went under that screen in that situation. So now, boom, pops that ball out. Now Wemby still gets it back. Now he's just solid. Even though he is getting to his pivots, he creates some room. Solid defensive possession. You know, now boom, Kendall Johnson for the three. Brick. Now right there. That shit not gonna work. That shit is not gonna work. Y'all gotta understand this. The only way a hezzy will work is if you, one, break a defender's base and get him out of position, get him into recovery mode, or two, you could actually shoot. So now you see Giannis take this hezzy, and to Wemby, he's done neither one of those two things. So what's going to happen when he decides to go and try to make his next move? He doesn't have anything because he was no threat on that hezzy, right? So a defender who's already backpedaling and getting set, right? Who's really damn near really set and is already dropped back. Let me say it, not backpedaling, but dropped back. They have their full cognitive ability. Right, they have really that full recollection of that scouting report to where I'm acting off the instincts as to which I know I should do according to our game plan and not just acting off of how quick players are moving, right? So if you do get your base broken and you're trying to recover, make a play, you may bite on that hezzy because you're out of position. Or if you know someone could shoot, you're already antsy because boom, they could shoot, right? But in this situation, Wemby's already sit back, drop, relaxed, right? And now ain't no need to go and bite on that. You gonna let him shoot that if he is gonna shoot it. So he just don't got nothing out that hezzy. And now right here too. This is about what? Now this is where we see Giannis match up for Wemby for the rest of the game because this is the type of competitor he is. All right, type of competitor Giannis is. You got a couple plays off on him, and he just wants to take the challenge of playing defense on a player like Wemby. So why not lay your mark down right now? You know what I'm saying? Why not lay your mark down? And they end up getting a 5-second count. That's sad. That's sad. As a coach, I know that shit was I know he was talking a lot about that goddamn play. Boom, float, break, miss. Peep this though, right? Peep this. So peep, right? Giannis catching the post. Now, you know they're going to send help when he's backing down, right? So Wemby comes over on the help. And now, as Giannis, you got to understand, can you float this? Yes. But at the same time, who do you have on the perimeter? 40%, 40%, 40%, 40% went open. You got shooters. You got snipers, right? So if this ball gets out to the perimeter, it's really going to be a rotation game, and the ball may just end up right back into the paint, right? Whether it's a catch, swing, rotation comes here. Now you're playing off the dribble drive. Like, those opportunities are really there. So Giannis could just be a little more conscious of this. And just in general, like, just understanding your teammates, having that awareness of what they can do and how we could put pressure on defenses and what's really the best way to go about attacking the defense at this point in time. And this thing right here too with Wemby. This thing with Wemby, it was weird. I seen this. I was like, wait. It's like I seen it multiple times at this though, right? Multiple times. And so the reason why Wemby really needs more strength, right, is even though he could be here and then be able to get into his drive, notice what happens when contact occurs, right? He has all of this speed. Now he just slows all the way down. Just a little hand check below the free throw line is legal, right? Just a little hand check. He just slows down, right? That's why he needs to be able to get lower and get stronger being low. So he can be able to get through that contact and not be a person who just folds when he just feel an arm. Angles. I want y'all to understand. I know y'all always hear, or y'all have at least heard a few times, the hip, like attack the hip, right? This is the perfect time to attack the hip. So you got Giannis attacking Wemby. Wemby is now squared. Going against a square defender, the reason why you want to attack the hip is because notice what it's going to do to their recovery, right? You hit that hip, now they got to open all the way up. And not just that, if you're already into a gather, how could they even jump? You're already at the rim. You're already getting through that. And so I'll just really leave you a good lane to the rim at a good angle. Beat that shit. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. I ain't gonna lie. He really tried that. I really tried that. He should have switched to the left. If he switched that shit to the left, I didn't get the full clip in, but if he had switched that, if he was going right, left, I low-key been working on this too. I did this in one of my other workouts where I went right and I was like, or I was anticipating a jump going right, dunking with my right, and I was like, oh, let me stretch with the left. Boom. That's how you can really fuck somebody up on a block attempt. Especially say you go into that left side already and they think you about to go here. You just take that same gather. Oh, damn. They gonna see that shit switch and they're gonna be like, damn, I'm done. Bomb. Dunk on them. But Pete, this too though, right, with Giannis. Giannis may be a person who's big as hell and strong, quick, athletic, but he still maintains the vital fundamentals when it comes down to finishing, right? Notice the ball placement on the gather. That shoulder, right? And the reason why that's so important is because already being the taller player, the best way for a defender to make a last-ditch effort and make a play on the ball would be reach low and be able to strip it. But since that ball is at his shoulder, it's always staying high, good luck being able to take that ball out of his hands. It's strongest when it's here as well. And so now it's not even like they could swipe down, boom, hit off a leg, go out of bounds. That ball is protected the whole time. Them little details right there. People think, oh, Giannis is just, strong, quick layup, boom, right there. He actually developed these skills on learn and actually knows what he's doing. Then right here with Wemby too. Pete, this shit low-key shocked me. I was like, wait, he got that low on Brook Lopez? He got that low on Brook Lopez. And Pete the finish as well. What I told y'all before too though, right? Look, because he catches all the way at the three-point line, right? Brook Lopez dropped back. Brook Lopez is not no defender to play with either, right? And he's a sturdy body. Probably like 7 foot, 270, 280 or some shit, right? Sturdy body. Wemby's attacking, right? Boom, bump, bump. He's all the way inside the paint. It's not like he's at the block. He's in the paint, right? And guess where he goes to once again? Like I said before, that float. Who could really guard Wemby if he develops a float? Nobody. Nobody. Once again, off arm, off arm, off arm. That little hand check. I'm telling you, Wemby got to get stronger. He got to get stronger because this is not acceptable, right? You get into your drive, you got full speed at this point. Now you get that hand checked inside that free throw line. You just lose the rock, you lose balance, you lose control. Now, boom, turnover. He needs that strength in low ranges, it's in end ranges. Once he gets that, then I ain't gonna lie, that's calm. And also, you just begin to exchange some players on the San Antonio team who don't want to pass him the rock. He's gonna be some calm. Trust. Notice this once again. They call that a foul. Honestly, I didn't like that. I didn't like this foul call. But I want y'all to also understand angles, what I was talking about before. When we made Brook look like a defensive liability, and I'm saying that as a Bucks fan. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He did that shit. He did that, like 3 times? Right? He did it like 3 times. And Brook Lopez is a great defender, but he's not a perimeter defender. He could hold his own at times, but his defensive notoriety came from protecting the paint. And I'm not saying he's the greatest defender like the media would say because they see the blocks and everything. He's a fantastic rim protector. But in a game in the NBA that's a perimeter game, it's hard to be able to say, oh, he's a great defender, but he could only guard the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like Rudy Gobert. Like I don't see when I seen Rudy Gobert got like what 3 defensive player of the years. I'm like, you pull him out to the perimeter, he can't hold his own for nothing. But then like he gets blocks, he gets rebounds. First of all, fuck the rebounds. Fuck the wait. Since when is somebody a good defender when they're just simply able to get the ball off the rim after a miss? You're already sitting back in the paint, so you may as well grab all them motherfuckers. You may as well average 13, 14 rebounds, right? But now we're going to, instead of looking at the players who really be putting in 90% of the work, who be leading players to spots, so then the help defenders or like a Rudy Gobert could come over and get a block or some shit like that. We're not talking about those players. That's the part where it's like, damn, you're not really looking at real defense. And if you really wanted to have a real, like a standard and a solid voting of who's the best defenders, ask NBA players, ask the actual players themselves and say, who do y'all think is the best defender? And they'll tell y'all who they have the toughest time with, but make it unanimous, right? To where you don't know who voted what. And so now you add all that stuff up, and it's like, oh yeah, this player is probably the best defender because they're the people actually playing. They have to actually see, have the feel, and like it's just not the same where you're just looking at it from this sideline angle from a camera. So, but also remember the angles I told y'all before, right? When you square it up, right? When you're squared, Giannis does the same thing he did before, attacking the hip, getting low, getting to his drive, right? And now he's able to get that angle. But understand how Wemby's positioning is different. And this is why I really don't like the foul call on this, right? Wemby is now left leg forward, already ready for that drive going to Giannis's left, right? And so it's a little tougher for Giannis to be able to get Wemby in a bad position to where he can't recover and block that shot. Because what ends up happening is now that Wemby is not squared and he's already turned, he's able to just turn that right foot. You seen that, right? I don't know if you've seen it. I just got to go back for a second, all right? But look, he's able to get this right foot, plant this next one immediately, and I'll get up to go and try to block this. I don't know if he really hit hand or arm, but it kind of looked clean to me. I'm be honest. And this is this right here too. Hey, defensive liability right there. I was low-key seeing some of these moves, and I was like, okay, I could see Wemby developing his game. And I don't know if y'all seen that shit Joel Embiid said, where he's like, you trying to be me or you trying to be KD? But I think I literally seen a almost a perfect balance between the two, right? To where Wemby's main go and the main way he attacks, right, is off the triple threat. Right, you see him get into these type of moves where he's just catching and he's not really doing too much. He's not sitting there doing too many jabs. Of course, you could add those layers, but when he's getting off the catch, off the spot up, off the triple threat, really, and you got a guy like this, you already got the foot speed. It's really at that point about the angles, right? So I could see him building a game that's similar to that of Joel Embiid's triple threat, but also incorporating a deep range game with pull-ups, right, according to your defender. So, like, I could see, I kind of begin to see a good balance as to which Wemby can have. But of course, you'd have to develop the jab game. You have to develop the various jabs. It's not just one speed get the jab. There's so many different ways you could jab. Like, and it's crazy. Once y'all really see, like, if you really watch Kobe, you really watch really watch Kobe, for example, you'll see the various ways you can manipulate a jab. And also Kyrie is also really good at manipulating a jab. A lot of people think, oh, jab, but you change the pace, you change the rhythm with the ball, you change the placement of the ball, you change the levels of your body. Like, there's so many different things and ways as to which you could just use a jab that people don't even understand. They'd rather understand the different ways you could do a step back than the different ways you could use a jab. It should be crazy. And this right here too. I've watched probably like 4 to 5 San Antonio games. And why don't they do pick and rolls with Wemby as the ball handler? I'm gonna keep it a beam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit really could be tough. Like, if they decide to run these, say for example, guard here, and even if they want to jump this, you can even use Wemby to try to stretch this out. Boom, you get a switch. Now, this would really be good with Vassell, because Vassell is the only person on the team who can actually like really score. Keldon Johnson a little bit, but say you do this with like Vassell, right? Imagine though, right? You got Wemby, who's usually gonna get the biggest player on the court, right? And then you got a Vassell who could score. You set the screen, you make sure Wemby could get out wide, or if that player's already dropped back, who's a guard, they're not trying to put this into their playbook or something, but this really could be something. And now right here, Wemby. This is where Wemby got boomed on. Y'all can peep this though, right? But y'all need to understand. Wemby needs to learn. Look, watch this shit, right? When is Wemby gonna learn that when you reach, I teach? Same shit happened with Ja. Ja hit him with that misdirection shit. Boom, he got boomed on, right? You reach, I teach. You reached on Giannis, or you reached on Ja. Now you reached on Giannis, and now Giannis just stepped through because you put yourself out of position, and now you get dunked on. And now Giannis gonna make sure he remembered it. Giannis gonna remember that shit forever. This play by Giannis. This play, I was like, oh, Giannis got some IQ. Giannis really thinking. Look, Giannis really thinking. Look, because understand the spacing right now, right? Andre Jackson, boom, clear out. He's going to his corner, right? And so now, once he begins to really fill out, and now help defense really has to get set in one spot, Giannis gets into his attack. He doesn't have this left, and now understanding where everybody is spaced, he knows his options and knows where he could pass out of if he didn't have this left, right? And so now he gets into traffic, stares off right, throws it to Beauchamp. Beauchamp, boom, gets into the paint, bump, little float, right? Giannis is developing this IQ, and if he just does this consistently, and he really has been over the years, he's getting better and better. But by the time the playoffs come around, that's where this is really going to be the most evident, right? Where it's going to be the most vital, because he's going to see so many bodies, so many different coverages, and he's going to need to be a step ahead and understand where his outlets are, so he's not out here just throwing turnovers and shit. Again with Brook. Look at Wemby on the catch. I'm telling you, Wemby on the catch. Get that shoulder down. Boom. May have lost it, but he got that shit right back. Sheesh. If Wemby, understand the catches on these two though, right? Understand the catches. Because on these ones greatly differ from the ones where I was talking about. He felt that hand check and he was done. Because he's catching, ripping, and going. Before, it was just off the dribble, right? Or it was coming from the top of the key, right? Those are coming from the top. But now he's getting it inside the arc on this side, and to where now he could rip right and get that left shoulder down where he's most comfortable, right? And so the distance to the rim is even shorter at that. That's where it really changes, right? That's where it really changes, because you remember the ones over here, right? When you're going from the top of the key, that's the furthest distance from the three-point line. So instead of being able to take one dribble and be able to get straight into contact, you have to take two dribbles from the top and get into contact, right? From this right side, whether it's even from the corner or inside the arc, it's one dribble. Now I can load myself up and prepare myself for contact. And now he gets himself just in a good position. Boom, float over the top, bucket. Right there by Giannis too. He low-key got him on this one. There's going to be another play that's layered, kind of layered to this one, right? But understand where Wemby is starting, right? You know a screen is occurring, and now he's already dropping back. Now, Wemby dropping back now has put him in a position where he has to play the guessing game, right? Giannis is getting to his Euros. Is he going to go right? Is he going to go left? I'm not sure. So now Wemby just hands up, trying to move the spots, gets hit in his frame, boom, foul, and one. But notice the next one that's going to happen, right? Wemby's already dropped back. He's already set. So Giannis sees this and is like, I don't got no angles, right? Let me bring that back out. Let me bring that back out. Let me bring that out. Let me see what else I could get. And now this right here, this is what got him back into the game. Giannis not only hit that shot right there, that three to make it 118. He ends up, boom, getting to this other one right here. He got all day to line this shit up, staring at the rim. Now, just thinking of the standpoint of a shooter, the mindset of a shooter, you sitting here looking at the rim, that's going to make you overthink. But if this shit worked for Giannis, it worked for Giannis. And understand how he built his rhythm according. Made lays. Now, at this point in the game, now I'm getting to these threes. I hit the first one. Now I'm going to go take this next one. Now, boom, shot, knockdown. Got him right back into this game. 6-0 run by Giannis. Yo, what's good? What's good? Sohan play point guard. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Trey Jones comes off the bench. And the crazy thing about this game too, there'll just be sequences where you see just Wemby just get highlights, like a block after a block, get a three or get that like off the glass shit, and then you know what I'm saying, trade buckets even, right? And so now you see him get that block, then boom, gets his three. He's going tick for tack with Giannis. Boom. Match that game up 121. That play right there by Brook Lopez was that screen right there. That screen. Peep this, right? Look, this is a high level play by Brook Lopez. Look at Giannis. Nod his head. Come set a screen. But where does he set a screen? He doesn't even set a screen on Giannis's man. He sets a screen on the man that's going to switch on to Giannis. So by the time that Giannis goes right, he has nobody that's going to switch on to him because they've already been screened. So now Giannis has a lane, boom, get put in the body bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a smart play right there by Brook Lopez. Instead of screening the person that's on him, he went a step ahead and screened the person that's going to switch onto him. Those threes changed the game. They changed the whole tide of the game, bro. Because that was a 6-0 run. That was a 6-0 run right there by Giannis. They was down 3, then they were up 3. They probably would have lost had he not hit those 2. But this right here though, look. I feel as though in a possession like this, Giannis is getting a little too stingy, right? He's getting a little too stingy. You already got Trey Jones. Vassell is saying already build a wall, get tight. Right, and he calls for the screen with Brook Lopez with Wemby. So now, he could have called the screen to try to get Wemby out the paint, but at the same time, understand that in these positions right here, you're just straight on attacking Wemby. Whereas, say you put Brook Lopez on the wing, right? Get the floor space, put Brook Lopez on the wing. Now, is Wemby still a help defender? You could have done something like that instead of trying to bring him straight into the action. And maybe he didn't want to, maybe this was a little personal, I don't know. But regardless, though, this is what happens, right? You see Wemby moving laterally, right? He's already prepared for this contact. You already know what Giannis going to do. So notice Wemby's body movement. He's already moving lateral, right? Moving back. So by the time he gets hit, he's already ready to brace that contact, right? So as Giannis ends up getting back to his left, he's already moving back a little bit, moving lateral. So by the time he gets bumped, he's already able to reestablish his feet because he was prepared to get hit. So now he could get up, boom, block that shot. And this is the last play of the game. This is the last play. This is really crazy because this should have really tied this up. Boom, headed to overtime, right? But understand this right here, right? This should be all switches, right? double occurs. This is where they fucked up. Wemby, boom, Wemby to Dame. Like, Dame should even take away this entire sideline. Entire sideline pass. Trey Jones has a lane or a wide open shot. Miss. That's tough. That's tough right there. But now this game was even tougher to close the game out because, my goodness, Warriors can't catch themselves a break, bro. Warriors can't catch a break. They played fantastic basketball for 42 minutes. 42 minutes. That's up by 21. What do you predict for Wemby's career based on how he's playing right now when he retires? That's just too far. That's just too far ahead, bro. That's just dumb far ahead, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just so much shit could happen. Like, if he no injury, if I'm just saying healthy, Hall of Fame career, right? Hall of Fame career. But there's so much shit that could transpire, so much shit that could go about. And you're trying to say put a number on his stats, maybe like average 25 a game, 11 rebounds, 11.2 rebounds, 2.8 blocks, maybe like 2.9 blocks, 3.5 assists, but like 3.2 turnovers, some shit like that. You think Wemby rookie of the year over Chet? The thing is, like, the reason people are giving Chet, I ain't gonna lie, in terms of skill, Chet is ahead of Wemby right now in skill because his handle is better and his shot creation is better because he's better at playing low right now, right? And so, just having that skill alone, you'll see Wemby or Chet make moves. I showed you on that shade breakdown a couple plays. He's like super low, like as if he's a guard and he's at the guard level. So now he could actually create, change directions, and all that little shit. Whereas Wemby's not at that right now. So in terms of skill, Chet doesn't have him beat there. But at the same time, like, Chet is playing with Shea. He's playing with the best shooting guard or maybe even top 3-point guard, whatever you want to list him as in the NBA. All NBA first team, Shea. So if you really want to compare numbers and really think about how good Wemby would be doing in Chet's situation, look, give Wemby, first things first, give Wemby a year to redshirt in the NBA, right? Let him be a redshirt rookie, right? Let him get a year just to get acclimated without playing any games, just being in the environment, not playing any games. One, and then put him on a team with Luka. That's similar to what Chet has over there in OKC with Shea. So he's literally getting all these looks, wide open looks, because Shea has so much gravity. Whereas Wemby's coming into these games and he's probably the top of the scouting report. So it's a different thing, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to do. Because NBA trainers during the injury. So like, yeah, so rookie of the year, it's hard for me to give that shit. I don't like that red shirt shit, bro. I don't like that red shirt rookie. Oh, he missed the first season, come back, he get rookie of the year. I don't like that, bro. Honestly, I don't like that, bro. Fuck that. If you missed the first year, bro, you missed it, bro. It's not fair to the players coming into the draft not having a whole year to be with the team, the trainers, to learn the plays, because that's also another important part. Being able to just learn the playbook. Chet came into the season, knew the whole playbook, knew exactly where he was going to get his looks, knew exactly what to do for every single one of his workouts for the next 8 months or a year or whatever it might be, once he was cleared. So now he really has that advantage over all these other rookies, even though he hasn't played a game. So to me, it isn't that fair to me. But look, let's start with this Golden State stuff. Golden State, right? Now, this game was tragic. Golden State played a fantastic, right? Golden State played a fantastic 42 minutes of basketball. And so we're going to dissect that 42 minutes and see how motion gets you open, right? So understand, first play of the game, Steph circles out over here. Boom, switch, right? Understand how this play is going to be layered. This is one of the very few teams that has continuous motion in their sets continuously throughout the game, not just for one play, throughout the whole game, right? So Klay on the cut. But this cut isn't done because when you see Klay exfil or Steph exfil out to these corners, you know what usually happens, right? These little step-in screens so they can get an open corner three. And now you got Michael Porter Jr. chasing Steph, right? Look at the gap between this, right? And so now this is going to first force Murray over to help on this roll, Jokic over to help on that. Now KCP's trying to be a step ahead of this play. and cheat in the paint, right? So he does end up cheating in the paint and trying to get back out to the corner. But in doing so, notice Aaron Gordon. Notice Aaron Gordon, right? He sees the action going on over here, sees Klay. Ah, shit, I got to get to Klay, right? So he ends up going all the way over to Klay. Now KCP ends up going to Klay. Michael Porter Jr. still recovering to Steph. Jokic dropped back to Looney, leaving Kuminga, and now everybody's like, oh shit, who's supposed to guard him? So they freeze up for a second and think they could give him the Draymond Green treatment, but in reality, he's just going to go and attack and no one's going to get in his way because they don't want to get put on the poster. Kuminga might be a better replacement for Draymond, but at the same time, Kuminga is saying like he won out. They not tapping into his full potential, so we'll see how shit goes. All right, here. Klay had a good game, though. Nobody want to talk about Klay's good games. Nobody want to talk about Klay's good game, but it's all good, though, right? It's all good. Right? But peep this, right? Klay makes his catch. This change of pace right here made the biggest difference. Because understand what that shit did to Jamal Murray, right? Notice Jamal Murray. Look, Klay rips through. Understand Jamal Murray and understand Klay's pace. That stop right there doesn't allow Jamal Murray to get set as a defender. So instead of seeing a player going one speed in one direction, I could get there before him get a charge. Jamal Murray really at this point now has to play the guessing game and jump out. And as he's trying to go and switch stance and be into a spot, Klay's already going up. He's not set. Boom off the glass. And one to start the game for Klay. Understand this too. This is what really makes Golden State so tough to guard. They've been doing this for so long, but I don't think anybody really understands the dynamic of this, right? When you run actions from the middle of the floor, where the initiator is in the middle of the floor, you deactivate help. This is how Embiid gets so many attacks to where it's just so hard for him to guard. He's at the free throw line, and everything is one pass away, right? So now what Golden State does, they have actions going on both sides, right? To where if Looney doesn't want this, he could go to the other side. But if they even do have this, you could go in and get that. But if there's a miscommunication like this, boom, slip, there's no help because this action also happened on this weak side with Stephen Curry. So now Kuminga's there. Now he just gets that easy too. It just be so many easy buckets. It's just about, in terms of, especially as a coach, putting the right players in the right spots, right? You got everybody doing exactly what they should. Chris Paul screening for Steph, who's the best shooter. You got Kuminga screening for Klay, who's the second best shooter. And now you have Looney, who's a capable playmaker of just making the right reads. And now you have Kuminga slip, and now he's exactly where he should be, which is get into the paint. Coaches need to just be smart and understand where we need to put certain players at certain times according to who we have on our team. Let me turn this down too. Also right here too. More movement. More movement. It'd be the simple things, right? It'd be the simple things. Look, you got Klay coming off this first action, right? He don't got nothing, right? So he hits Chris Paul right there in the corner, right? And so right here with Steph, he exchanges with Klay. And now that doesn't make too much of a difference, but it does for the defender, right? Because by just simply making this exchange, it just gives the defense another thing to worry about, another thing to focus on, as Golden State gets right back into another action. So now, boom, Klay ends up bringing attention. Michael Porter Jr., lazy. Chris Paul, the slip, fakes that pass on Jokic, easy midi. Like them little, bro, I'm telling you, it's the little things, bro. It's the little things. Just forcing another communication, right? Could get a player lazy. And I ain't gonna lie, Michael Porter Jr. be dumb lazy off the ball. I don't know if y'all peep, but he be dumb lazy. He be dumb lazy. On defense, though. On offense, he don't really be that lazy. Klay over Booker and All-Star voting crazy. Well, he has more votes than him. He has more votes than Booker, bro. That's crazy. That shit wild. But peep this, though, right? Michael Porter Jr. entry to Jokic, right? Kuminga on the double. But that shuffle over made the biggest difference. Because understand, once he passes this up and moves more left, instead of staying right here around this arc, he's now moving more left and forcing a contest from Stephen Curry instead of a contest from Kuminga, who's going to try to rotate, right? And so now he don't see Steph. He don't see that. Over the top, boom, bucket. Little off-ball movements are key. And right there with Steph. Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. Look, And I'm gonna keep it a bean, right? You see Steph, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander getting that call, Luka's getting that call, Tatum, Embiid, they all getting that call, right? But this is the reason why Steph and them don't get that call. They do this right here. They make plays that don't require fouls. They shoot motherfucking threes. They shoot threes. And so when you allow the refs to grow accustomed to your style of play, and you really want to get all these fouls every single time, sometimes they may not blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying? It's just not really y'all style of play. They're not ready for it. They're going to be like, oh, play through that. They're not going to put too much attention on it. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So Booker's even top 10 Western. The hate is, y'all don't, I thought y'all fuck with D-Book. I thought y'all liked D-Book, bro. He got his own shoe and everything, right? He got his own signature shoe and shit. He underrated, just watch during the playoffs. The thing about that, like, you see him perform in the playoffs, but I didn't see him like the last few playoff runs fold in elimination games. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit just been stuck on my mind. I'm sorry. It's 2022, you played the Mavs. That game happened, you're playing Luka. Remember that picture where you seen Luka staring him down and Devin Booker's just like. And then last year, you go play the Nuggets game 6. D-Book's a no-show. KD was also a no-show in that game 6. Like, they just folded. I want to see him be able to get to that point where it's like, oh, I'm stepping up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna get to no game 7 and game or elimination game and I'm gonna fold. Like, I'm locked in. You know, I want to see that. That's the only thing that's like, I'm like, you got to get over that hump. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but at least I peeped it. That's 2 years in a row. It happens once. Okay, well, that's tough. 2 years in a row. Come on, man. Luka 3-9 Booker. Is that their record against each other? Is that their record? Who do you think won the Anunoby trade? None of the motherfuckers. The Knicks barely even got better. The Knicks are still the fucking Knicks. They're still the fucking Knicks. It was such a New York Knicks trade, bro. Like, I don't know. You're the New York goddamn Knicks. Why do you not have a superstar by now? The last superstar you had was 2010 or some shit with Carmelo Anthony? Come on, bro. Like, and you know players would want to go there. Right? You know motherfuckers would want to go there, but you ain't making the moves for them. Like, it's whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's somebody up at the top, but some shit's got to change. That's his record. I don't give a fuck. Luka cook that motherfucker. Cook that boy. Be cooking them. And now you're trying to also go back to games prior to when the rivalry even started. So now if you're really starting from that playoff series going forward, Luka just dropped 50 points, 6 rebounds, and 15 assists on Book and KD head on Christmas Day. You forget that? And then the 2022 series, you forget that? Like, he be cooking them ever since that shit started to brew. So don't go to the NBA stats muse bullshit and be like, what's their record? You're talking about the rookie year, the second year, now shit really didn't get rocking, get rolling until the third or fourth year, whatever year that was. So, but peep this too though. Peep this with Kuminga. Right? I think this might be the same action they ran last time, but I don't know. But look, Clay off this handoff, right? And now with Looney on this roll, you got the pinch by Murray. And now catch by Kuminga. Short close by Murray. And now if you're a non-shooter, this is something as to what you could do so that you don't go downhill and always get called for a charge and just go bulldoze your way into the paint. Right? Look, using little downhill stutter moves as to which could keep the defender guessing and unsure of where you're going to go. So by the time you get here, you can make these bumps and they're not set, so they have to play through that. And now pump fake, you already got him out of position with that bump. Now you get that foul, you're going to the free throw line. That's a good move by Kuminga. It might have been off of his hesitancy in terms of attacking downhill, but this is something you could just add in, build consciously. So then by the time you get to the situation, you have a little downhill bag and keep the defender guessing while they play you in the gap. Hold on, I like all your content. My best, try my best to tune in often. I know if you could discuss numbers of touches along with offense and defense play calling. So what you mean? Appreciate the support, by the way. But whatchamacallit? Numbers of touches. What you mean? Like how often the player just gets the ball in terms of their production, like how efficient they are with their touches. Is that what you're saying? And then you said play calling, like how to operate in a set, play within sets. Is that what that's what you're trying to say? Because I could just kind of emphasize that right now, because a lot of the shit they do here are like motion sets and everything. Ball distribution too. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep the concept in mind. But I can guarantee you that regardless of what breakdown I'm doing, I'm always gonna be able to. I'm always talking about something that connects to those concepts. Whether it's maximizing a touch, right? Learning when you could be able to go, when to not go. So then once you do get the ball, you know what you can do. You said play calling, like learning when to break a play, learning how to make reads within a play. It's just that you as a player, if you're trying to like improve that for yourself, you just got to be aware of. You got to be aware of your own sets and be a step ahead of them, right? To where you already know the things you need to read, and what if this happens, then you got this, and if this happens, then you got that. So like you got to be able to understand that and just have that self awareness of your own, like that self team awareness, that team awareness of what you guys got in your playbook. Ball distribution, 2-3 defensive press, 1v1, etc. I mean, I don't really see no 2-3s or 1v1. I mean, I promise you'll see it in the breakdown. So just stay tuned with them. Just stay in tune. Stay in tune, right? And so look, one of the reasons why Jokic doesn't. This is a 1v1 thing right here, but this is on post-up stuff, right? This is on post-ups, right? But one of the reasons why Jokic doesn't get called for offensive fouls in the post is because he's great at controlling his bumps, right? Notice his levels and tell me, does he drop his shoulder, right? Notice his levels. Whole time he's bumping, no shoulders getting dropped, and the only thing that's dropping is his defender going back. And now he has a boom right there, layup right at the rim. He doesn't overexert himself when he's getting into these bumps. He simply stays at the same level, just puts his weight onto you. And you see Luka do that, but he does overexert a little bit. He does bump a little more. But those are two players as to which are really good at just using their body. And come to find out, they're both European. So they both had just a good understanding of how to do those little things. Oh yeah, boom. Pazinski. Peep that right there though. Weak side. I ain't gonna lie, Pazinski was going dummy. He was going dummy. But peep this though, right? Look. Screen, boom, roll, Saric on the lift. That lift was vital, right? That lift was underrated. Look. Because as this roll occurs, if Saric camped corner, Clay has no lane to be able to throw that to the corner, right? So now as Brown begins to move over, now he could see Saric right there on the wing. Now, boom, pump fake, longer closeout from Watson at that peep. I need you to understand this is vital, right? I need to get all the components in one go. Peep, right? So roll occurs, Watson pinches, or Watson helps for a second, right? So now Saric lifts because he can't throw that pass to the corner, and now Watson has to go from this block to the wing instead of from this block to the corner. And now if you just understand the geometry of the floor, this is a longer distance than this going to the corner. So now catch, pump fake, over commit, I rip right. Now notice Pazinski on this, right? You got Reggie Jackson. Now he has to be the first person to take the first pass out, whether it's to the corner or to the wing. And now Pazinski lifts, right? But in lifting, he doesn't get the pass at the 3 at the point in time as to which he wanted. So what does he do instead of staying in the same spot? Continues to move. And Reggie Jackson will not be aware of this because he's just been staring the ball down the entire time. Eyes been stuck on the ball. So by the time this pass just gets thrown, he's just out of position. Pazinski went high, so now he's face cutting him, getting that catch. Lay, underhand, that's tough. What you mean by shoulder bump? On the post ups? You talking about on the post ups right here? That right there. You seeing just those them bumps where you're not dropping that shoulder, but you're just kind of just putting weight. Like you're using low amounts of momentum to be able to get somebody back, right? Just drop somebody back. Just right there. You're not dropping that shoulder or nothing like that. Like that's really the most amount you could use on a post up to where a defender can't flop on it. Right? That's the difficult part when it comes down to this, right? That's really the tough part about this. Because, look, you see Jokic on a mismatch with Kuminga. Now you're like, all right, he's going to bump. You get offensive foul. But it's not that easy. Because what Jokic does, right, he doesn't drop his levels and notice his shoulder. It just simply bumps to an extent to where as a defender, I can't get hit, fall back, and get a charge. Because that's not enough contact for a ref to make that call. So now he's just working his way down. Dumb play by Golden State, though, to try and not double him. So now you just leave Kuminga on the island. He just gets it easy, too. Right? So Jokic is one of them players, like I said, where he doesn't overexert himself. Luka's another one of them. Embiid, Tatum a little bit, but Tatum doesn't even post up for real, which is bullshit. And he's really hurting himself by not posting up, which is goofy. But I don't know. We'll see in time. If he wants to win a chip, he gonna have to do it. I don't know when he gonna realize that. When Boston's gonna realize that, Missoula and all them. But they need Tatum to get into that post. They need him to get into that post. If he don't, good luck. Good luck. But notice though, right? Peep this. This is a zone. This is a zone. Bravo, Dario. Nice pass. He popped up just to see his boy Dario. Look. Golden State playing about a 1-2-2 zone-ish, right? So now Chris Paul steps up. And now what's going on this weak side is extremely vital because you got to understand how you can be able to take advantage of players who just simply cannot see you, right? So with this being a 1-2-2 zone, focus on Christian Brown, right? And now since this roll occurs, Sarge has now has a step over. And whoever has his first pass out to this perimeter is going to be Pozinski. Right? But he's not going off what he knows. He's going off of what he assumes when he goes to close out. So now you're going to see him literally run straight to the corner while Christian Brown cuts. Right? If you stay in one spot, it's only going to do your entire team a disservice because you're just playing to exactly where the defense knows. All right, peep this though. This is probably my favorite play of the game. Damn near the breakdown, really. Right? Look. You see Klay with the ball. This is what happens when you put unselfish energy with the ball, right? Klay to Pozinski. Pozinski now down to Sarge. Sarge in the post gives it to Klay. Klay to Pozinski. Pozinski on the catch. Boom. Jackson on the closeout. Pozinski to Sarge. Now Sarge, boom, right back to Klay. Right back to where it started. Just because Klay decided to give that up and understand that motion gets you open. And now he gets that three. Telling y'all, bro, motion gets you open. Motion gets you open. But laziness is also gonna get you open as well. If you got a lazy ass motherfucking defender like Michael Porter Jr., boy, because I tell you, he ain't running off no goddamn screens. Look at this shit. This shit crazy. Look at Michael Porter Jr. I'm sorry. I fuck with Michael Porter Jr., but goddamn, I just got called this shit out. It is what it is. It's just basketball, right? So look, dead on the screen. Let him loose. This is another three. Knock. Come on, man. You can't be that like today's ago. This is why they really ended up getting down like 21 or 18, whatever it was. Them low effort plays. Now notice once again, right? Look. They're literally right next to each other, right? Understand, right? Klay, Michael Porter Jr. They're connected. But guess what? This is all you need. All you need, man. All you need just to be able to get to your spots and be able to have room. Now, boom, fake that slip. Pump fake. Open. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to understand this little off-ball stuff, bro. Y'all need to understand. It don't really take that much. There's another clip later I'm going to show y'all with Steph. Another clip I'm going to show y'all with Steph, which is really going to put things into perspective for y'all. But understand how clean of a look this is. He's going to miss it. He's going to miss it. But just understand how good of a look. And how little it really took. He's just he's putting the person who's not good at guarding off the ball into these actions. So sharp. Efficiency. Look. You wonder why you wonder how somebody say like Klay or someone like Steph or someone of these players who are not above average in athleticism could get by so many players. It's just movement. It's just being efficient, right? So Klay's gonna end up catching right here. I'm pretty sure there's another one with Steph, right? There's another one that's gonna happen with Steph, and it's funny because it's the same spots and the same exact plays they end up making, right? So understand this, right? Look, regardless if you're slow or if you're fat, this is how you can get quicker, right? Look at Klay's base. He's already low. He's not starting with a vertical base. He's not starting with the ball up in here. He's not starting with this tall chest. He's already low, right? And if you already start low, this is going to make you quicker because when you want to go, it's all just force, plant, go, right? Just force, step. That's all it is. You don't got to drop your base because if you have to drop your base, it's going to give more time for the defender to be able to get alerted and beat you to a spot, right? So now Klay gets right by Jamal Murray, drop down to Looney. Looney, boom, right there. Give me that too. For me, when I'm in a stationary stay and do pump fake or do a pump fake, I feel like hold on, I can't see the last part. I feel like I shoot the ball after the pump fake. So you saying the pump fake feels weird? You said a pump fake, it just kind of feels weird, is what you saying? But peep that on this side too, though, right? Look, off ball shit. Look, Jamal Murray. Look, peep Jamal Murray though, right? You got Aaron Gordon coming across, and now you're anticipating some sort of cross screen, down screen, something of that nature, right? But what ends up happening is Wiggins ends up cutting, right? And now Wiggins ended up cutting, now leaves Jamal Murray in a position where they thought a cross screen may occur. But now it's just a boom, pass to Steph, nothing he has to guard, and now he just has to make a closeout. Steph, accustomed to shooting at that speed, bucket. This is also a really good play. They had options on this. They really had options, and I got to slow this down even more, right? So look, as Jamal Murray gets off this screen right here, notice the pace of Murray and AG, right? Look, AG is going at the pace of Jamal Murray, right? But now understand Klay Thompson. Look. Peep. Look, AG tracks the pace of Jamal Murray, and Klay Thompson tracks the pace of Aaron Gordon. So now, by them going at that slow, relaxed pace, Klay Thompson is not alerted of the possibility of a lob pass. And he's just thinking, oh, let's just leave this ball to Jokic to get thrown back to the top. So now, in reality, there's a chance for that lob because he followed the pace of Murray as Murray was just waiting to make that read. Deception. It feels uncomfortable to shoot the ball. I have to bounce it and change my hand positioning. So if you're trying to pump fake, then shoot without no dribble, you're saying it feels weird? I would say, I mean, in terms of hand positioning, it's kind of weird. I don't really know how to kind of even go about that, but you just hands there, boom, just keep the hands in the same spot. You don't really have to dribble every time. Without dribbling on a pump fake, it just provides you with another option that you may end up meeting or running into in the course of a game. Because sometimes you don't got time to put that ball down. It's just pump fake. I just get straight back into my base shot. So, like, I mean, you could go without it, but at the same time, I would say to figure it out. I'll say to figure it out. But peep this, though, right? Peep Jokic and Murray, right? Look, waving everybody down. They got to flatten out on this baseline, right? Because that's vital. Because the way the spacing is going to be for the floor at this point. Murray now has room to be able to get all the way down here into the paint, right? And he's not needing help until all the way down here in the corner. And now he gets past Wiggins. And now Chris Paul stepping over, now leaves Watson open. Watson, boom, spin. Now he gets that too. That would not have been there. Murray would not have been able to get there had it not been for the players off the ball getting all the way down to that baseline. And now right here with Steph. Remember what I said? Remember what I said before, right? This is how you can get quicker. It don't matter if you're fat, if you're slow. This is how you can get quicker, like this, right? Look at his base. By the time Steph wants to go and make this rip through, he's already low. His pace is slow, and it's just a rip. It's not a drop in base and a rip. It's just rip. Now he's getting past Aaron Gordon. Even though he's not the most athletic player in the world, he's really just average in his athleticism. Gets it to Looney, boom, Looney with the lay. right there with Steph. That'd be the biggest difference. That'd be the biggest difference. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. Look, if you want to set up your off-ball screens a little better, this is really the key. This is really the key. Not too much, just a little bit, right? Look, the key to setting up your off-ball screens a little better is this right here. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, right? Notice Steph. As he got that switch on to Murray, he literally just gave him a slight nudge. And understand how it changed Murray and his ability to get over this screen, right? Because what usually happens, or what usually a lot of y'all think when you get these all-ball screens, you got to extend your arm into players, right? But if you simply just do a little bit like this, like Steph does right here to Jamal Murray, a slight nudge where he has to now drop that left foot back, and now it puts him right in position to hit that screen. He's now coming off the screen and getting an open shot where KCP can't contest instead of getting the contested shot or no shot at all. Oh yeah, peep this right here, Kuminga. Look. Shot by Jokic. I don't know why it froze. That's the broadcast. Look. Jokic shot with the miss, right? Notice where Kuminga is and notice where Porter Jr. is. They're neck and neck right now, right? But now it's just about who wants to get out quicker. And now, boom, Kuminga gets way out. Timeout by Malone. Looking straight him down. Get the fuck back. At times, Michael Porter Jr. just be like, I ain't running with these motherfuckers, bro. Fuck that shit. Sometimes you just be like, bro, these motherfuckers be running a little too much, bro. It's a lot of work. I ain't gonna lie, he be like that sometimes, bro. But this shot right here by Klay. This is vital. This is how you create space without even needing to really do shit. Like he barely did anything. Look. This is how you create space without needing to dribble. Look at Klay's base on the catch, right? He's catching and his base is already wide, right? And so he is consuming space between him and Murray. So by the time he wants to bring that foot back, there's more space between him and Murray for him to get that shot off, right? Murray now has to close up that space that he is now just left by bringing his foot back to get up into that shot. So he just created space without even dribbling. It was just off the catch. He used his base to create space. And peep Aaron Gordon though. He getting baited like a motherfucker. Peep this though, right? Look, Jokic on the drive, Aaron Gordon on the catch. He's getting baited to shoot. Pass that up to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson right back to Aaron Gordon. This for all y'all that can't shoot. This is why you just got to be ultra selective, right? Look. Understand, this is for the non-shooters, right? As a non-shooter, you got to pick the shots that you want to take and not what the shots the defense wants you to take, right? So Aaron Gordon, catch. Nobody closes out. Swings it to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson, right back to Aaron Gordon. No closeout once again. You shoot this shit, right? But boom, he's still not going to shoot it, right? He's playing his own game. What does he do now? All right, let me walk you down. I'm going to get to my spots. Boom, let me hit a move. You probably think you're about to turn this shit over. Nah, let me find this shit right back. All that for me just to wait to get to my spot and get the bucket that I want and not the bucket that you want me to get. Can't let yourself get controlled by defense. Now right here, Podziemski. Peep this too though, right? Peep this. This is defensive habit, right? This is evident anytime you see Steph and Klay play anybody, doesn't matter how good of a shooter you are, right? Boom, you get the catch, you give it up. Look at Aaron Gordon. He just pauses for a split second. That split second is all you need to be able to create space. Because now you got to work through a screen, you got to jump early. Boom, shot gets up, you're already beat. That literally, if you continue to move through passes, you're really going to put defenses in bad spots. Once again, middle of the floor. This shit tough. When you put the ball in the middle of the floor and now you got actions on both sides, now a backdoor like this is open because there's no help side defense, right? They're engaged in something. So now it's just easy lays. So that's something as to which, if you're a coach, why not have actions like this? To where you could have possible backdoors, curls, and all these other opportunities by starting the ball in the middle of the floor. Wiggins. Them plays be so vital, bro. These plays be so vital. When you decide to make unselfish plays and understand that another player does something better than me, and if I could put someone in their best spot, and I put myself in a spot where I'm best, then it's just gonna be the best for the team. Wiggins cuts. Now he's getting attention to the lane. Curry gets to that three, leaves him space. Curry gets that shot off. Boom, right in front of the Nuggets bench too. But this right here, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. This is where it starts. This is tough. You see the scoreboard, right? You see the scoreboard. Hold on. Scoreboard. Golden State up by 16. They're up by as much as 21 or 18 or some shit like that, right? But this is where it all goes downhill. Aaron Gordon, offensive rebound, lower through, boom, foul, goes up. He goes to the free throw line, knocks down 2, right? That's important. He knocks down 2. So you seen those plays where they kept baiting him to shoot threes. Now, even if they want him to shoot a 3, he's comfortable shooting this 3 because he done got those free throws to go down. He see that ball go through the rim, and he's got a touch and a feel for the ball. So, boom, he takes that, quick like that, 5-0 run. 11-point game. And now, once again, another one of them just unselfish plays. Another one of those plays, right? Just peep this weak side, right? You got Murray and Jokic in this action. And so once Jokic gets on this roll, AG on the dive, even though he started on the corner, right? He dives. And notice what this does to Pozinski. He takes away the cut, leaving Porter Jr., right? And what do players nowadays don't do? Box out. They don't box out. So Aaron Gordon is just sitting underneath the rim. Boom, tap, give me that bucket. Peep Steph. Look, double screen's about to occur, right? Steph is guarding KCP at this point, right? He's guarding KCP. But what does he do? He goes out to this left side where he's anticipating Jamal Murray being, but in reality, he's not even there yet. So what does Murray do? He splits it because there's no help over there. If he continues to go right, he's going to meet Steph. He splits it, there's nobody. So now he gets down to the lane, kicks out to Watson. Watson hits the big time 3 from the right corner and make that a 4-point game. What class was I? 2021. Again, this is the same action, mind you. This is the same action, right? They got this shit worked the first time. Let's run this shit right back, right? Let's run it right back. So now Steph is not cheating on this, right? He's guarding this honestly. And now this is where the action continues. Roll by Jokic, who's going to tag? Now you got Buddy down here tagging. I forgot his name, my bad. Instead of Wiggins tagging, now Aaron Gordon, boom, dumps down, lob. Easy basketball right there. 2-point game. Now this is the last 2 plays of the game. Last 2 plays of the game right here. I ain't gonna lie, Steph. I don't like this play by Steph. This play right here by Steph. Look. Let's go from the top. Right? Boom. Screen by CP3. Steph switch with Jokic. Jokic calling for a double team, right? And now at this point, Steph has got to get rid of the ball. And where does he end up throwing the ball to? To the corner. We know how this goes. But understand this. Had Steph came here, and instead of trying to make the superhero pass, what if he just gave the ball to Chris Paul and forced Murray to rotate to the top, and then he made that swing to Wiggins? That's going to be a cross-court rotation to the next person. Whereas if this ball did end up getting to Wiggins, and Wiggins didn't want this, he would have to swing to Chris Paul, or he wouldn't even have to swing to Chris Paul because the rotation would be right back to right here, right? Everybody's already back set. So ultimately, that pass was not just a bad pass. It was a bad pass again. It was a bad pass squared. That shit, it was double whammy, bro. And then this shot by Jokic, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even explain this shit, bro. I can't explain. This is some shit where it's just like, this shit don't feel real. This shit don't feel real, bro. Like when you play in the course of a game, you blow a 20-point lead, and then they win the game like that, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, he mad. Bro, y'all ever look at the fans on game winners and buzzer beaters? Bro, Jokic hit this crazy shit, dog. And look at it. Look at a buddy down here. Look at buddy. He sidelined. He about to cry. You seen the lady too? This is mom or some shit. Dog. Yo, you can't tell me Jokic don't like basketball, bro. He be having fun, that motherfucker, bro. Y'all can't lie, bro. And that's the end of this breakdown, bro. That shit crazy. I ain't never really look at no people, bro. People really have their whole days fucked up just because another group of men lost the game. Damn, that's tough, bro. That's tough. But yeah, like I said, though, that's the end of this stream. We gonna be live again Monday. Of course, we're gonna be back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Only reason we've been missing Mondays before is because of holidays. So make sure you got your noties on. Make sure you join the Discord link in the chat. Make sure you follow up on all platforms. Pat DOR. Make sure you also get your membership because I'm about to drop some gems in there. Exclusive gems. Also merch on the way soon. And so make sure you sacrifice your present self and invest into your future self. And you do everything you need to do to be able to get to where you want to go. So discipline or regret. You choose.